You've chosen a podcast by Low Moon Palace Paiges. We're going to do a quick devotional. And our devotional today will be on John 14:7. It says, "If you had known me, you would have known my Father also. From now on, you know him and have seen him." So this is, by some, purported to be Jesus explaining to the disciples and all those who were gathered and present that by knowing Jesus, they knew God. And we kind of hold to that truth ourselves. It is Jesus that opens us up to be able to go to heaven when we die, that we want. But what's interesting is that the disciples spent every day with him traveling, seeing all the incredible miracles. I think about when he calmed the storm and the waves, and he said, just stop, be still, and it was still, and they were all like, who is this? Who is this that he can calm the waves with a word? And so it was pretty clear that they did not understand, at least at that time, that Jesus was God in the flesh. After Jesus comes back to life, I think they get a little better understanding of it. But here, he was giving them, this is before his death, burial, and resurrection, he was giving them an understanding up front to say, if you had known me, you would have known my Father also. From now on, you know him and have seen him. And so we are grateful that Jesus opened the pathway for us to know God, and as Christians, we do know God. We commit our life to him. Now, this episode of Palace Paiges begins here. Whence last we broke, the Paiges, Dan and Selena, absent of Rosie and Pigeon, and I forget the name of the warhorse. Sparrow. Was it a riding horse or a warhorse?
It was like a riding racehorse.
Yeah.
And Sunny.
Yeah.
My dog.
But Sunny is here. So
Sunny's in
absent
your room.
So Sunny is here. Anyway, so the racehorse and Pigeon and Rosie did not make it back to the retreat in the middle of the night, but the two of you did and successfully brought the egg to the princess. She took the egg, relieved you of your morning duties because it was the middle of the night and you would be tired, and said you could begin working after breakfast as normal.
Oh wait, I'm pretty sure I was training.
And you're going to have to start training, but you're going to be training every day part, pretty much, not just mornings. But she lets you have the morning off. You'll probably have to explain to whoever you're reporting to that the princess said you could have the morning off. Most of that whole adventure took place overnight, so you really didn't miss out on anything other than sleep. But then if you sleep in, which is what she said you could do, then you miss the morning training, is the point. Okay? So, presumably that is the plan. Since you were up most of the night, you guys are going to sleep in? Okay.
Yeah.
I need to renew my spells like crazy.
Yep. So as long as you get 4 hours sleep, you can do that, which that is the plan. All right. So you went back to your rooms, crashed for the night, did get 6 hours sleep, so each of you can heal 2 points if you're hurt. If you have wounds.
I'm good.
I'm negative. I'm minus 2 points right now.
Right, so now you'll be at full. Okay?
15 points.
So you get up feeling much better, much more energized, that kind of thing. So the first thing that you basically have to do is breakfast. And you didn't work before breakfast at all. And you get up, I assume, normal equipment, no weaponry. You're inside the retreat now. You're not really supposed to be carrying weapons around, that kind of thing.
Oh, I thought I was allowed to carry my short sword.
I mean, you're allowed to. Do you want
I'll
to?
just put my short sword on, that's it.
Okay. It is more equipment than a normal palace page has, but you are technically a squire as soon as you actually start your training. So.
I have my staff. That's it.
Where did...
Okay. Again, definitely more equipment. And probably a little inconvenient if you're supposed to run a message to carry your staff running.
Well...
Do you have anything smaller?
I have my daggers.
It's up to you.
I'll just leave my...
Oh, I forgot I took some different powders. Like, wait.
Okay.
Nice.
Alright, so roll a d6. Whoever rolls highest is the first one to step out of the room in the morning.
Who wrote me? I just don't want it to be me. 3.
2.
Okay, so you wake up first. You don't know if Dan's up for sure or has left his room to go to breakfast or not. But you had agreed before you went to bed that you would meet up to go to breakfast together. And you have renewed your spells. So if you want, I can do that on your sheet real quick.
Nature does that for me.
Yeah. Nature makes the choices.
You're acting as Mother Nature right now.
Not Mother Nature, but nature, yes. Okay. Okay, what were we using last time? Squares. Okay.
Do pyramids.
So, and you were rotating, like you're doing enough to fill them all, or are you just doing enough to fill the ones that are empty?
Fill them all.
Okay. Because then that means they can change.
Unless if you didn't want it to.
It doesn't matter, it's your choice.
How do you get this on? How is it going?
Okay.
Caleb.
Okay.
It is so cool how people can 3D print stuff like this.
I think it's possible your fan is occurring on our podcast. So. There you go, that'll work. Okay, One, two, three, and one, two, three, four. And how many second level do you get? 2? No, it can't be 2. It's gotta be 3. Because you got 2 for wisdom. Okay. Look at this. And
When do we get our dogs?
When we go back.
it definitely won't be before you go back to the capital. And it hasn't been anywhere near a month.
I have to wait a month.
Remember, you bought puppies. So
We have to
they
get
grew
them.
up a little bit and got trained.
We paid a little bit extra for the food and stuff.
Yep.
So.
Care and training.
But I'm excited about it.
And I remember where you paid for our parents to come back too and wrap up back. We're going both sides.
Well, they're not coming like magically, so the money would have had to been shipped from where you are, which you only gave the money like 3 days ago. That have been shipped from where you are to the Elderlands. You have to get to them. They'd have to make arrangements and then travel back. So if they're even coming, you'd expect 10 days, 2 weeks at the earliest. It's only been 3 days. Right.
It's only been 3 days.
Good berry, slow poison, done. Detect poison, precipitation, electric shield, and minor heal. There you go.
Doesn't she have an X spell?
She doesn't have any X spells today. An X spell just means that you got one that you don't know what it does.
No, I have the one that my dad runs.
Yet. Well, usually once you've used one once, if you get that same spell again, you know what it is. Good berry. Good berry makes, in your case, a few berries, usually 3 or 4 berries, that you, if somebody eats one of the berries, they get the equivalent of a full meal, and they gain 1 hit point.
Oh, it's good berries on here.
And they last for the day, pretty much. So you can cast it at any time to keep them for the day if you need to.
Okay.
But,
And I have slow poison. I have another slow poison.
no, the first one's
Or
detect
detect poison. And then I have precipitation and electric shield and minor heal. I can detect the poison and then I can slow it.
Yeah, so looking at your spells, you'd say not much fighting. Probably.
Good.
No offensive spells.
What's precipitation?
Make it rain lightly.
Oh, it's been drafting. I can't.
Okay. So anyway, you step outside your room. His door is still shut at that time. Do you want to knock on his door and see if he's awake?
Yes.
Okay. There's a knock on your door.
Yeah.
Maybe stop playing with it and play this game instead. He said, yeah.
We're supposed to meet up for breakfast.
I'm coming.
You don't have a clock or anything. You figure it was getting to be about time. But
Don't sound like it.
I grab my sword. I have my sword just sitting on the bed. I'll grab my sword as I walk out.
Okay.
Put it on my side.
All right. And close the door behind you. All right. You see her door is closed as well. There are no palace pages standing in the hallway currently, but it is during the breakfast time. They're probably all at breakfast.
I'm a head page, right?
No. You would be.
You're training to be a falcon.
You would eventually, if you receive the training and stuff, be promoted to be over the falcons, which would then be a senior page.
I'm trying to become Goliath.
Yeah, I mean, it's rank. So if you're a senior page, you'd be over all pages, but not over any other senior pages.
I can become Goliath.
But as of yet, you have not had a lot of time to train.
You've been busy.
All right. So anyway, the two of you walk to breakfast. There's a lot of activity going on in the retreat. When you enter the cafeteria, you see that there's a lot of people already there eating. As you know, some people are already getting up and putting their plates up and stuff. They're done. The food smell is delicious. It's a savory roast smell. And as you're walking past people's plates, you see that they're getting about a 2-inch by 2-inch by 2-inch chunk of roast, which has some brown sauce. And then there's carrots and something that looks like dried cranberries in the sauce. And then with it is scrambled eggs and pita bread.
Gotta go back down and get my horse and her meal.
Yep. So anyway, you look around and you see that your group of friends that you normally eat with are all sitting at the table, not being served with breakfast. No, there might be some in the kitchen.
We have a few apples on me. I do, at least. Oh my God.
You should the last one. She was getting low anyway. But anyway, so are you going to eat with the pages?
Yes, but first I want to go ask if I can have like 2 or 3 apples from the kitchen.
Okay. So you cross the big dining hall all the way to the other side. It's where normally pick up the food.
Kitchen's still at the mansion, so you're the only one.
Okay. So you inquire one of the servants. She points you to one of the cooks. It's an older lady in her 50s, kind of roundish face, friendly. And when you say you want 2 or 3 apples, and she says, I think we have some. Just a moment. And she goes back to the kitchen, comes back out, and then she says, you can have these, but normally you would have to pay for them. So just consider it a gift today.
Thank you.
They're not being served. Otherwise, you could just collect up some that people aren't eating or whatever if you wanted to. But anyway, so she gives you 3. They're pretty small. Each one's only like about that big. And then she smiles and goes back to work. Okay. Meanwhile, are you getting your food? You want to get Selena's food as well?
Yeah, I'll get food.
All right. So you see he's got 2 plates of food and is headed back toward where your friends are seated. Okay. Ralph is there. Kendra is there.
Well.
What's that?
You see Will.
Yes. Okay. It looks like there's more pages overall here than there have been. Like they've been slowly migrating from the palace to the retreat. There's probably about 20 pages here, which is more than what the retreat needs to operate, because it doesn't have the long winding halls and the total amount of space that the palace has. It's more like a very large house, basically. So you're not sure what that's all about, but it does definitely look like there's more pages been coming over.
There might be sending a few over here and sending a few back.
Yeah, well, the number has been increasing. Like when you first got here, there was only 6, and now there's over 20. So, not sure why. Anyway, your friends are happy to see you. Greetings exchanged, brief hugs, manly hug with Ralph and Will, and you all sit back down, and they start quizzing you about, what happened, where were you last night, that kind of thing. How much detail do you give?
The only thing I say is we got caught up doing something with the princess. For the princess, so.
Okay. Who was it that was with you when you... Oh, it was Rosie. Okay. So Rosie is not here.
I wonder where she is.
Okay.
We do have to go back down, though, to where we were last night to get a few things that we left.
I was planning on going to the market myself tonight, Will said.
Man, I was gonna head down there a little bit, probably after breakfast, if I'm allowed.
I think you're supposed to report for training, aren't you?
Yeah.
We all have to be on duty, that's why we weren't going to go until entertainment time.
Yeah, I gotta go train, so.
You didn't train this morning?
Mm-mm. Me and her got the morning
off. So you really haven't started yet?
I've had a few before, but it was like in the morning, before breakfast. So, and today was supposed to be my full day of training. And then, like, after dinner, I got free time.
Okay. All right. Well, we don't have to call you sir just because you're promoted to squire, right?
No.
Ralph says, you never call me sir. Oh, that's a good point. We're not supposed to, are we?
No.
No, I don't think so. Pretty sure we're all pretty much the same social class, just different jobs.
All still friends.
Okay. The food is excellent. I presume you both eat. Mm-hmm. You feel nourished and strengthened and whatever. Okay. Pretty soon, it's breaking up. You've got to clear dishes and get off to your various ways. So initially headed toward the falconry, headed toward where you have train on the lists is the same direction, but then you're going up steps. So you leave her at the steps and she heads up, and you head off to right. So when you arrive outside, and you're headed up to the falconry, I'll get you in a minute. When you arrive outside, you see that there are tents set up along the line, along the ends, more than there were before. There was just like 2 before, and now there's like 12 of them. And you can see quite a few knights and quite a few squires practicing, probably in the 50 to 60 range. It's a pretty big number. And you know the area where the group that you were supposed to be training with is. And you head that way. You run into one of the other squires, one of the guy that came, John, who came to talk to you about being recruited to become a squire. And he says, better go in and report. And he points to the tent. And you can smell something kind of like cedar wood or something, an odor coming out of the tent. And then as you step up, you can tell that there's a lantern burning. Now outside, it's probably 65 degrees outside. It's breezy. All the tents and all the banners are fluttering a little bit in the wind, that kind of thing. And the smell of like the horse manure and people sweat and stuff is not nearly as significant as it was before because the breeze is kind of blowing it away. But you do notice that there's quite a bit of horse poop laying around, and you see some guys that are going around with shovels and cleaning it up and stuff. So there's been quite a bit of horse activity around sometime between now when you're arriving and yesterday evening when you left, because there's a lot more poop laying on the ground. Anyway, so you enter in, you look back over your shoulder to see John looking back at you, and he nods, like, yeah, that's the right thing to do. You enter the tent, and inside the tent is the first room is a triangle, kind of like curved on the outside, like a piece of a pie, basically. And then in the middle, there's a potbelly stove set up with a pipe that goes up out the top, and a beam that goes up to support the ceiling. And then right there by the potbelly stove, you can see the curtain is pulled back, and there's a doorway to go into the next area. This is like an antechamber, and it has a chest and some equipment, some weapons, and barding for horses, and all kinds of blankets, and just like stuff like that stacked up. And so you're kind of walking between like almost like a hoarder house. Everything's piled up 6 feet high. And you walk between there to the little doorway, and inside there you see 3 men seated at a table. One of them is the knight who asked you to come and be squired under him, and you've not had a prolonged conversation with him since then. Like yesterday when you were here, you were just with the other squire. You never actually talked to him. He wasn't here at that time. And then there are 2 other men there as well. They both look the part of knights. They're wearing the padded armor that would normally go under heavy chain or heavy plate armor, but they're not wearing the armor. But they do have long swords. They're clean shaven, so no beards or mustaches. And they're probably in their late 20s. The one guy's blonde, the other guy's brown hair. Your master has dark brown, almost black hair. And they look up when you step in. Right before you stepped in, you heard the one say, so, arriving by 2 then. 2 or so. And your master says, I think that'll work if we get them moving quickly. And then right then is when you step up into the doorway. So you know, decorum, you don't interrupt. Yes. Like you just stand by the doorway and wait until you're acknowledged. So what do?
I just stand there.
Okay, so you step in the doorway. He sees you, and he says, Dan, come in, please.
I want to look at him.
Good timing. Didn't see you this morning.
The princess gave me the morning off because of something that happened last night.
Is it anything I should know about? Don't waste my time.
No. I can't tell you. I'm sorry. Princess ordered.
Well, that's another problem, but as long as it's nothing I should be concerned about. We're about to roll out. You're going to have to help. We're going to participate in a jousting tournament this afternoon and early evening at the barony of Ristor to the south. So you're going to be helping load the wagons, and then the other squires will show you what to do when you get there. Okay, so anyway, he says, I'm walking out now, walk with me. Okay. He gets up to the table and he heads out to that same little hole, and then...
So as we're walking, I'm going to say, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Do you think I could run back down there and grab my horse?
There's no time right now. We've got to be at the tournament by 2 o'clock at the latest to get registered. But we will be back tomorrow morning. Is it properly stored somewhere?
No, it's right now, all I know of is just sitting outside of one of the person that took me in last night.
We could send someone.
Alright.
I mean, that's probably the best we could do. There's no time to go to get it at the moment, unfortunately.
Okay.
Interested in giving financially to Low Moon and support the campaign? Text LMGIVE, that's LMGIVE, to 419-419-0095. Here's what we'll do. After the wagons are completely loaded up, I'll give you a few minutes. You can run and hire one of the palace pages to go get it.
Alright.
You better pick somebody that has some ability to take care of themselves, somebody that can ride a horse, that kind of thing. That boy Will, maybe?
Yeah, that's around my head.
Alright. Okay, so he picks up a huge bale of what looks like silk material, basically, like a merchant's bale. It probably weighs 100, 150 pounds, and throws it on his shoulder to walk out, and he motions for you to grab one as well.
Eh.
So there are different sizes. You're not nearly as strong as him. You can pick one that you think you can lift.
I will.
Okay? So roll Ben bars, lift gates.
What's that?
Percentile days.
Okay. This.
Obviously you want to roll lower.
Right, that is.
Okay.
I keep forgetting these things.
65. Okay. Your chance is only 7%. All right. So, I mean, basically what happens is it's multiplied because it's not as hard as bending a 1-inch iron bar, but the point is you try to lift it, you get your knee up under it, you're struggling with it, and you get it, and you start to fall over, and then you stammer with your feet, and you got it as far as the door, and you're barely holding it up, and just then another squire comes in and sees you struggling, and he grabs onto it, and he goes, it could be a 2-man carry, and then he starts to help you take it outside.
Thank you.
And then as soon as you go out, 2 more are coming in, and all those bales right there, there's probably about 8 of them, they're taking out and loading onto a wagon. And so you're able to make another trip. And then they're also loading extra tack, extra lances, extra saddles, everything that they need to be gone at a tournament for a day or so. And so then you're hustling up to get the wagons loaded, because the sooner you get the wagons loaded, the more chance there's going to be time in between there to do what you need to do.
It's like a high win.
Yeah. And
You might not even have to pay him much.
better not, since he doesn't have any money. You should barter, give him something maybe.
He's probably gonna.
Yeah.
I'll ask Kendra to get her meal too.
Well, I mean, you could get barter.
Yeah, that's true. It is kind of.
All right. Anyway, so you spend an hour, and you're pretty sweaty and feeling strong. Once they're a little bulked up like that, putting all this stuff up in the wagons. So basically what they have is they have about 3 wagons that look like they're merchant goods that they're going to sell. And then they have another 2 wagons that are all the equipment, extra stuff for the horses and like that, including feed and everything. And then they left space in the second of those 2 wagons for their seating. So there's room for 4 to 6 people to ride in the back of the wagon.
I'll walk up.
Yeah.
If my horse is backward, then I can ride a horse.
One of the squires, Percival is his name, comes over and says, Sir Edgar said you need to make arrangements for a palace page to go pick up your horse or something.
Yes.
Now would be the time. Be back here in less than 10 minutes.
I will jog up into the palace, and then I would go to where Will's room is.
Yeah, so normally he's standing in the hallway, but he's not. But you do see one of the other pages that you recognize who's young. It's like 9 or 10 years old, human, thin. It's a girl, scraggly blonde hair. And she tells you, she says, oh, he's in the stables. He had to take a message to the stable master.
Oh, okay. And then I'll probably go to the stables. Actually, can you do something for me?
Sure.
Can you run down and I'll pull out a piece of paper from my bag. I'll write down the address or the directions to get to the mansion.
Okay. Do you have an ink and pen?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
And I'll write it down and I'll say, can you please go to this place and get the horse and mule that are outside of there?
Okay. So you put that in the note. Mm-hmm. And then you want her to take it to Will?
Yes. Will.
Okay. Glad to serve. Mm-hmm. It's better than standing here.
Yeah.
She smiles.
If you get the chance, can you tell Will to hurry? If he's not busy?
Absolutely. And I think we always hurry, don't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So she takes the note and just kind of crumples it up in her left hand, and she runs off down the hallway. She's pretty fast.
Okay. I'm going to run into my room, and I am going to grab my armor, since I didn't have it on me. I'm going to grab my armor as well.
Okay.
And my knife.
All right. So this whole escapade is going to go pretty quickly because we're headed for something. All right. So you get what you need from your room, and you're headed back. By the time you get back there, the wagons are loaded, the horses are saddled, everything's ready, and the knights are just about to mount up. You see there are 4 of them total, and they're standing around, and they're in their field plate armor, and their full regalia, have tabards on, and the squires all have tabards. And the tabard symbol that they're wearing it's a light blue field, and it has a golden moon in the center, and then it has like a less than sign that goes like that, but it's on a point at each end. It's like a sideways chevron, basically, like that, and the moon is over there. And all of the knights, or all of the squires, are wearing that symbol, and only one of the knights, which is the one that you're serving, Edgar, is wearing that symbol.
Okay.
And the other 3 knights are not wearing symbols. They're wearing field plate armor and shield and whatever like that. So you think maybe they're knight errants or whatever that report to him, but they're not wearing symbols at all. And then his horse also has a nice, what do you call it? Check out Amaldan Inc. for incredible opportunities to support the ministry. Horse blanket or whatever goes off the back that shows that has that same symbol sewn on the side of it. Okay? But also, right after you get there, when they're not even a couple minutes and whatever, and they've made arrangements for you to ride in the wagon, Will shows up with your horse.
That was quick.
Yeah, impossibly quick. Like, you just sent him the note like less than 5 minutes ago.
How did you get my horse?
He says, Rosie brought it in this morning.
Oh.
I thought you might want it when I heard you guys were moving out.
Yes, I just sent somebody to go give you a note for it.
Oh. Who? I didn't get a note.
Oh, I didn't get a note.
Oh, you know it. Her name's Leaf.
Leaf. She sent her to the stables close where you were.
Oh, she's probably still looking for me.
Probably.
I'll find her. I'll take care of it.
Alright.
Anyway, I thought you might want to ride instead of walk or ride in a wagon.
I'll get on my horse.
You might want to ask permission first just to be
Yeah.
sure. Anyway, already took care of the hooves. Nothing. The saddle is ready to go. Brushed the horse down when it first came in. Didn't know its name.
Sparrow.
Sparrow.
That's his name.
Kind of an appropriate name. Seems like a pretty fast horse.
That's it. According to when I bought it, it was a racehorse.
It's thin like that, strong, wiry.
Did Rosie also bring in a mule?
Yeah, in the stable. She said it belonged to Selena.
Yeah. She bought that when you were down there too.
Cool. Well, she's not going with you though, right?
Mm-mm. I don't know where she is actually.
Probably in the falconry. That's where she was all day yesterday.
That's where she was heading.
She said something at breakfast about the fact they were grooming her to be the senior page in charge of falconry. Mm-hmm. That's a pretty big advancement.
Yeah.
All right. Well, be safe. Have a good trip.
I will.
Okay. No sooner does he walk away, then Edgar rides over to you. He's riding on his war horse. So this horse the horse's shoulder is above your head. So it's a 6-foot high shoulder. About almost 10 foot tall horse. It's a heavy war horse. And
I'm only 4.
yeah. So you're looking up at the horse for sure. So he puts one arm on his thigh like this, and he says, "Is that your horse?"
Yeah.
Ride. Stay in front of the rear knights, but keep up.
Okay.
Right? And then he wheels his horse around and goes to the front, and he and one of the knights rides in the front, the other 2 ride in the back, and all the squires are like scrambling aboard the wagons and stuff, and they're all getting ready to go, and there are a couple of other squires that have their own horse.
Somebody can take my spot if you know me.
Great. And pretty soon, you ride out.
Yeah.
Okay? It is an uneventful trip to the tournament. You arrive sort of a mountain keep in the background, overlooking a long green field of grass. Out to the right is all like woods and plains, and behind you is the city that you came from, but you can't see it. It's too far back. You know that the sea is out to your left and behind you. You don't have direction sense, correct?
I do.
Oh, you do? Okay, so you know that out to your left and behind you is east-northeast. You know, the city is basically due north as you came down the coast and slightly inland. And then you know that to the southwest of here is New Ettra, which is formerly known as a neutral zone, and it's where like half-elves, halflings, like that kind of stuff that are not pure-blooded elves live. So some pure-blooded elves live there, especially like if they took a human wife and it wasn't accepted in the elven society, that kind of thing. But it's a more wild territory. It's not really highly populated, like protected by castles or that kind of thing.
I probably won't know anything.
Yeah, you meet a couple of other squires while you're traveling, that kind of thing. no time to talk or have any lengthy conversations, and there's no braggadocious discussions or like people talking about things they've done in the past or how good they are. It's no opportunity for you to show off, anything like that. You arrive there around 2 o'clock. You spend hours setting up the tents, unloading the wagons, everything like that. You know that the knights went off and registered for the joust, and you know that all 4 knights are competing in the sword at 6 o'clock, not against each other. And so all the squires are supposed to go and watch, and one of the knight errants, one of his squires, is not going to be there, having one of the horses had an issue, and he's taking the horse to see a local doctor, veterinarian kind of person. And so you're going to fill in that role, and your job is just basically to stand by at the ready and do whatever you're told. So It's not real complicated. Okay? Meanwhile, Selena arrived in the falconry, spent the hours cleaning and serving and whatever like that, and toward the end of that time, begins her adventure with Ralph into the woods, chasing down the missing falcon. Sit down in your dress, please. Okay? And so that's what's taking place during this time. We're getting Ralph killed, basically.
No.
Unfortunately.
You don't know that, Caleb.
Nope.
Don't say anything.
Alright, anyway. But it is quite an interesting adventure. So, continuing with the jousting, the knights compete in the sword. They do well, and all 4 of them advance to the next round. Their first time to compete in the joust is the next morning at 6 a.m. So all the squires are required to be up by 5 a.m. What time you go to bed is up to you, as long as you're not disrupting anyone else.
Okay.
So after the sword fighting and everything that night, it's probably like 8 o'clock, and you have to be up at 5 a.m. So what do you do? Obviously, your horse is cared for, put up, all your chores are done.
Okay. Is there anywhere that's open? Because I don't think I've been here.
Yeah, so there is a marketplace that's kind of like, what do you call it, thrown together. It's all tents and it's all temporary. That's not an actual market. That's on the edge of the jousting festival. And you know that some of the squires and the wagoners that came, the 5 wagoners that drove the wagons, and their apprentices they're actually selling all the cloth that the knights brought with them. So they have a booth set up there. But
I wish I could say something.
I mean, you probably can. You just have to find somebody to buy it. You might need to because you have no money.
Yeah, well, I have a few extra things that I still have no idea what to do with.
Such as?
Oh, I've had this copper tubing for forever.
I mean, it's not worth a whole lot, but it could be worth something. Somebody wants to offer for 10 copper for it or something.
I have 2 pouches, which I don't need 2 pouches because one I hope is in use.
Right. Well, right now you probably have 2 empty pouches unless you have something else in them.
No.
You spent all your money.
I just have 2 pouches, one empty and one that I'm keeping in case.
To put something. Yeah.
And then it says I can sell. What are those? I have 2 crossbows.
Yeah. You can sell a crossbow. Crossbows are worth some money. They will put you back in the black.
I'll probably go sell some crossbows, or one of my crossbows.
You could sell your crossbow, your copper tube, and stuff like that, and you could get around the
Yeah,
they were probably a little clunky riding here with 2 crossbows on the back of your horse anyway, so selling one would probably be good. Oh, you just brought one with you and left one at home?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, but so the point is, carrying them around if you're not going to use them is kind of wasteful. So, to answer your next question, you can sell your crossbow here at the festival for 10 gold.
I will sell my crossbow for 10 gold.
Okay, so we have 10 gold. I don't know that we have 10 gold. Probably in those bags right there.
Did anyone come and buy it from me?
Yep. We have an offer for 10 gold.
Let's check together.
Okay. And you probably would spend a little bit of money on eating or drinking. Dinner was not provided. You have not had dinner, so you might pop into an inn, pay for your own dinner, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So you can make it 9 gold and...
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
1 electrum and 5 silver.
Okay, so here's 9. This is an electrum, right?
Yep. It's an electrum.
Okay.
5 silver.
There's a bunch of silver right there.
There you go.
And
You're not broke anymore.
no, I just sold the crossbow.
Okay.
That's
You
good.
also could peruse and look and see if there's anything you were interested in buying. If you want to do that real quick.
Yeah, I'll...
Not very big market. There's only like 7 booths total.
Yeah.
There's
What's
not
the
anyone
weapons?
that's expressly selling knives. However, there are some random like knife things amongst like one of the tables that has just a variety of items.
And why
It's
are you
almost like a
walking
garage
to...
sale or like a flea market table, basically.
I have enough stuff to like eat a little bit.
Not,
That's all I have.
not since I'm...
You probably have extra stuff too.
Yeah, I'm probably... Why I'm walking, I'm also going to see if anybody want to buy my extra pouch and copper tubing. While I'm walking.
Yeah,
So
so
somebody-
it wouldn't be a whole lot.
Yeah.
Nothing compared to a crossbow, for example.
The crossbow is apparently expensive. Alright, should we mark off that I don't have a crossbow anymore?
Okay, so the pouch will sell for... Oh, actually, that is pretty good. 5 silver.
Oh! Nice. Let's have 1.
Okay, and then the copper tubing is...
Probably copper, I'm guessing. How many silver for the thing?
5. So you could trade your 10 for another electrum, or your 2 electrum for gold if you want to get it. We can just have me change later. But anyway, 5 copper for the tubing if you want to sell it.
Okay. Oh, I didn't even... Why? I don't know why it's so 10.
Why would someone want to?
I had 10 gold by accident. Because apparently tubing can be useful. But
Yeah, you can use it for stuff.
I have no use for it.
And not only that,
Copper.
it's one of those kind of like neat
What are
things,
these?
oddities.
Copper.
Those are copper.
Oh, these are copper.
Yeah, they're all copper.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Oh no.
And that included paying for dinner.
Yep. I paid for dinner.
All right. So, in searching the marketplace briefly, mind you, again, it's only 7 stalls.
Yeah. Riding around. Or not really riding, probably walking.
Yeah, definitely walk your horse is put up for the night. But,
Hey, I made some choices and I got money. Surprised someone decided they're just gonna buy a crossbow from random person.
the thing is, there's quite a lot of weapon sales going on, but it's mostly along the lines of like what knights would use and stuff, or knight followers would use. Okay, so there are 2 daggers, there's a knife, and there's an amulet. So purportedly they are all of either exquisite craftsmanship or magical. The 2 daggers are heavier. They look like good parrying daggers. They take a blow pretty well. They don't match. They're not meant to be together, and they both come with metal scabbards. The knife has a leather scabbard, and it's fairly small. But upon examination, it does appear to be very sharp, more than you would expect.
How much for the knife?
Okay, and the answer to that question is...
How many silver?
20 gold. 10.
That's 10 silver. I don't have
The
20
knife is
gold.
20 gold.
Alright. What's the amulet?
He says, I don't know for sure what it does, but it is some form of a protective device. It did once activate and create kind of like a yellowish light around my daughter when she was trying to figure out what it would do. We were asking 500 gold for it.
Okay.
Mental note, you need to earn more money.
Yeah. I just wanted to know what it does.
Okay. Then,
That's enough. Crossbows are expensive. Crossbows sell for 10 gold.
yeah. Well, that's like resale. Like the base cost of them is 12 gold. It's a general rule, when you buy equipment, you pay more than when you sell equipment. That's pretty much how that works. Unless you're, like, can take it to the right place where it's desperately needed or something like that. Okay, anyway, so you tour the marketplace, you see some interesting things. There is an opportunity to gamble if you want to risk some of your money. Potentially win some money. You're not really good at gambling, but
I can try.
okay.
I'll use copper. I'll use a copper.
You start with copper, right? So the way it works, they're playing a gambling game using 2 dice. Okay. So the dealer rolls the dice, and each player rolls 2 dice.
Alright.
Right? You have the opportunity to bet that you will roll higher, lower, or the same number as the dealer.
Okay.
If you say lower, then you win 50% of your bet. So let's say you bet 2, you'd win 1 copper. If you bet 2 gold, you'd win 1 gold.
Alright.
Right? If you say higher, same thing. If you say you will roll the same number, you get 3 times your bet.
Huh? That's cool.
Okay. So, would you like to place a bet, sir?
I will place 2 copper
Okay.
on rolling higher.
All right. So then you roll and he rolls. Others have placed their bets. You rolled a 10. That's a good roll. I also rolled a 10. I'm sorry, sir. That was the same, not higher. So
I should have.
guess you could have just won 6 copper. Okay. Would you like to bet again, sir?
I'll bet 3 copper on lower.
Okay. I rolled a 6. You rolled a 5, so you've successfully won. So we will pay you 2 copper.
Yeah.
So you're back to where you were. Would you like to bet again? Let it ride?
Yes.
Okay. Are you going to bet lower, higher, or the same number?
We'll do the same number.
Ooh, taking a risk here. All right, here we go. You rolled a 5. I rolled an 11, so pick your copper.
Okay.
See how easy this is?
Yeah.
Would you like to play again?
I'll run another one.
Okay. 4.
Wow, I realize that's more than silver, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Higher.
going higher.
Higher, okay. I've rolled a 9. You've rolled a 12, so that is higher. So you will gain 5 silver.
Yeah. I can get. I'll just add that.
Keep it up, you might be able to buy the knife. You only need 20 gold.
It's true. I'll bet 2 gold on going higher.
Oh, okay. Ah, big better. Like I was like, whoa, he's betting gold. Okay, 2 gold, rolling higher. I rolled a 7. You rolled an 8. That is higher. You gain 1 gold.
Yeah.
Don't get a big head.
This is fun.
Until you lose like 50
Lose all
copper. Until you lose like 5 gold.
I ain't gonna bet
You're doing
that
pretty
much.
good so far.
If he gets a big head, he will. You feel?
Oh, I think there's I'm gonna go in here.
All right, are you betting again, sir?
Yes, we'll bet 2 gold again. I'm
Okay.
going
Lower, higher, same.
higher.
Okay. I rolled an 8. You've rolled an 11. Nice rolling, sir. You gain 1 gold. A crowd has begun to gather to watch you play now.
Yay.
You hear one guy say, he's already won 2 gold. Really?
This is
That's
really
like unheard of. Not today. Look how heavy his pouch looks.
Hold on, let me actually.
Where is he?
Okay. Well, yay.
He's a squire of Sir Edgar. From
Okay.
Southern's Cove.
Let's just hope I don't get in trouble for this.
I hope I don't get in trouble with it.
I'll just say that quietly.
Yes.
Really?
Alright, and? Will you bet again, sir?
I'll bet an electrum and a gold.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Higher, lower, same?
Lower.
Okay. I rolled a 6. You rolled a 6. That's the same. So I'll take that, sir.
Dang. Alright. A gold.
That's how you gamble.
Alright, here we go. That's how you gamble. That's right.
Higher.
You're betting higher?
Yeah.
Okay, roll. I rolled a 5.
Higher
You rolled a 6. You gain 1
You know how
electrum.
many times it's been 1 or
Yeah,
2
I got my electrum back.
points higher than him?
I'll bet a gold and electrum again.
Okay.
On higher. Lower.
You're going to roll lower. Alright, very good. I've rolled an 8. You rolled a 6. You have rolled lower.
Oh my gosh.
So...
This game is like rigged to him.
Yes.
Don't get it.
Oh my silver.
Definitely ahead.
Don't get a big one though. You know?
Four silver and an
You
electrum.
might be ahead, but you don't want to get.
Higher, lower, or same?
Higher.
I rolled a 4. You rolled a 10. You have 1, sir. So let's see. You've got 2 and 5. So you have 7 silver. So
7 silver. There's a lot of silver here.
we're going to do this.
I got you.
I got you. There you go, sir.
Yeah, I got a gold. Alright, we'll bet 2 gold and a silver.
Okay, 4.
Higher.
The bet is 2 gold and a silver higher. He announces out. The bet is 2 gold and a silver higher. Ooh, people flock in to watch. They're like leaning, they're craning over each other's shoulders.
Why?
Like 40 people watching.
Why are they?
Because that's a lot of money. That's like a year's worth of wages for most of these people.
And I'm
2 gold
just a
and a silver.
squire.
And he bet higher. Here we go. I've got a 5. You've got a 5. That is the same. I'm sorry. That's a loser.
That's a loser.
He's still up. Several gold, the guy says. You notice that as more people are gathering around to watch, also more people are betting, but they're not betting the kind of amounts that you're betting.
The gold and the silver.
They're betting on who's gonna win.
Gold and a silver.
Higher.
You're betting higher. Here we go. I've rolled a 6. You've rolled a 5. I'm sorry, sir. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
You're on a downward slide.
Alright, we'll just do
Get it over here.
silver on lower.
I'm warning
You're betting
you.
lower.
I'm
You're out
warning you.
here.
You're learning the vices of
You're gonna lose all your
gambling
money.
right now. Okay, you're trying to roll lower, right?
Yes.
I rolled a 6. You rolled a 5. That's a win. Okay. So let's see. You need 5 copper. You have the copper.
Copper's in here. I'll just give this to you then.
I have 4. No, I have 5 copper. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
I got you.
I'll just give you that.
Okay. Congratulations, sir. Another victory for you. Somebody next to you says, are you in? Are you in? The guy says, yeah, I'm in. Are you in? Are you in? I'm in. Okay, and they all bet.
That Dan's
you in?
gonna win.
5 silver, or
5
copper, and a gold.
5 copper and a gold. Okay.
Wow.
And you bid lower, higher,
Higher.
or same. You're going to roll higher.
Yes.
Okay, go. I've rolled a 4. You rolled a 7, which means you won. There's your electrum piece.
There's money you got from a crossbow.
Yeah. I probably go now. I think of this.
You give it up?
Yeah, we'll do one more.
Okay.
I gotta do
Are you giving up? Yep, we'll do one more. Okay.
We'll do a gold and an electrum.
A gold and electrum. He's betting a gold and electrum, he says.
I'm
Why
higher.
does he
The crowd
say
flocks
it so
around.
loud?
Because that's how he gets more business. Okay?
Higher.
You're bidding higher.
Yes.
So the man will roll higher for a gold and electrum. 7. 5. I'm sorry, sir. The man did not roll higher. I rolled higher. I rolled higher too.
No one cares!
One gold on lower.
Okay. You're rolling lower.
You don't get the money.
4, 7. I'm sorry, sir.
That's probably. I gotta go now.
Okay. I think you went backwards now.
I still got a lot of silver.
You had 9, 3, 7.
Well, a lot of it turned
8.
into here.
Yeah, that's definitely 8. So you went down a little bit, but not too much.
I got all like copper now.
You went up from having nothing.
You know what I could do? I could bid 1 silver and copper. I'm not. I gotta go. I'll come back tomorrow.
Okay. All right.
I gotta go. I come back.
I'll push my way out of the crowd and head to where I'm sleeping.
Okay. All right. Off to bed. You go to bed. Get up 5 a.m. Help. The only thing significant that happens is during the jousting. Yeah. During the jousting, if they get knocked off their horse, they can optionally continue to fight on foot. One of the knight errants that you're serving did. No, that's the way it actually works. They were going off of the way it actually works. Anyway, and if you don't want to miss any of the story, Low Moon Origins, Uprising, or Outsiders, like and follow our podcast. Please share it with friends. You had to run over and grab a sword and hand it to him, and another guy handed him a shield in order for him to continue to fight on foot. Other than that, you basically just knelt on the side and waited the whole time.
Okay.
Okay. In dirt, a lot of horse manure around. In fact, you got dirt and horse manure spattered on your armor and on you from standing nearby as the horses were thundering past and stuff like that.
Just go wash it later.
Okay. In the end, it gets to be near to dinner time. It's about 3, 4 o'clock, and the Sir Edgar and all 3 of the knights that he brought with him have been eliminated from the joust. One of the knight errants who came with you is still in the running for the sword. And they apparently have a conversation, and Sir Edgar says that he's going to leave a selection of squires with him, and he's going to continue on during the sword fighting, but that Sir Edgar and the other 2 knights and all the others are going to head back to the retreat. So you have to load everything back up. They sold a little over half of the cloth, and you do notice that they have coin coffers in the wagons that look like they made quite a bit of money. You're pretty sure. Okay. They also bought some quarter casks of ale, so the wagons are going back just as full as they came. And so you think probably what they did was they bought the ale and then they'll take it back up to Southern Miss Cove and sell it, hopefully at a profit, is you think what's happening. Okay. So basically, as he travels around tournaments, he sells stuff, buys it cheaper here, sells it more expensive there, and tries to make a profit. Mm-hmm. And it is kind of expensive. If you're not going to win at tournament, fighting a tournament can be kind of expensive. Okay? Which none of them won, although the one guy is still in the running for the sword. Okay? You head back to the retreat. You are already back at the retreat. You already have the sad experience now added to your repertoire of having lost your party member. And when you arrive back at the retreat, word cycles through to you pretty rapidly that Ralph was slain. So you don't hear it from Selena, but you hear it through the rumor mill.
Selena's depressed.
And you're due to serve in the falconry that night after dinner. Or no, actually you don't. Right? No, you don't do morning. You do 2 a day. Was it morning and afternoon or afternoon and evening?
She did. I know she did it in the mornings. One. She does it in the morning.
Do you remember, Ariana?
I think it's morning.
Morning and afternoon, so it's evening, so you would be off then. So as he's coming back, you come back. They come back and they skip the dinner hour, so you don't get to go to dinner with your friends or anything like that. But they unload the wagons, put all the horses up, clean out their hooves, hang the tack, everything like that. Yeah, most of that was already done. It's doing travel with stuff on you.
I don't put my horse away yet because I was gonna go. I was gonna practice sprinting on a horse.
Okay.
A little bit.
Like getting it up to high speed, basically. Okay. All right, and then you did hear the rumor about Ralph being dead, and then accompanying the rumor was that Selena survived. You know that she's not dead, which is a relief, but it is sad that Ralph is dead. And
Do you need this?
no, sure. Anyway, so that evening, you practice sprinting some on your horse. Give me a couple of ride rolls just to see how well you. There are people who are watching. Yes, there are people who are watching you. So if you roll low a couple times, you could benefit from. Like it'll help your reputation.
Oh, 81.
Okay, so I mean nothing negative, but nothing stellar either. And so you practice getting up to speed. You got loose in the saddle once, but you got it back under control, no problem. That kind of thing. Go again.
60.
Improving as you go on. After about 5 laps in the lists, basically all you can. There's nowhere to ride like big laps or anything, and you can't take it out in the countryside because you're not allowed to leave the retreat.
Mm-hmm.
But you can ride back and forth in the lists, which is something that people will do. And so you ride to the other end. Now, as you ride to the other end, the time is a little shorter. Your strides are smoother. You feel a little more comfortable in the saddle after maybe half an hour of practicing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you try one more time. Okay.
Oh,
so then after that, I mean, you start to get tired and you're not doing as well, and you think the horse is tired. It did bring you back 4-hour ride.
I'll hop off and I'll feed him an apple.
Okay.
From my hand. Actually, I could do that one, but my bag's out on me.
Okay. The one knight errant, you hadn't actually met him, but he takes notice that you were riding and basically practicing with your horse, and you know who he is. He's still wearing his field plate from the trip, but the wagons are all unloaded and everything. And he walks over and says, "Dan, right?"
Yeah.
They call me Vase.
Nice to meet you.
That's not really a war horse.
Yeah.
So you'll probably not use it much for jousting if you can help it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of squires don't own horses at all, though, so you're already a step ahead of many. And you seem reasonably comfortable in the saddle.
Mm-hmm.
If you'd like, I could teach you some tips to keep from getting loose like that. I think your stirrups are low, and then you need to get your butt up off the saddle when you're riding at a full gallop.
Okay.
Probably not tonight, though.
Yeah.
We'll look for an opportunity over the next few days.
All right.
He sees somebody across the courtyard and leaves without saying goodbye, basically. Okay.
Didn't Rolo say that he was going to go to the market?
Yes, he said that during the recreation time he hoped to go to the market.
Is it recreation time or not?
Yes.
I'm going to leave. I'm going to tie my horse up on the fence and go check inside to see if Will's still inside.
Okay. So while you're on the way to do that, and Selena is basically, did you have plans during recreation time or what you wanted to try to do? You're still pretty tired. Nothing, in fact, you're probably low on hit points because this was after the Ralph encounter. So you're probably actually down like 6 or 8 hit points.
I was at 10, I think. No, I stayed at 4 hit points. I never got hit.
That's what the
Okay. Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
so you're not low on hit points, just tired and sad.
Very, very
I'm sad.
depressed.
Okay.
I'm trying to get over it.
So then are you in your room resting, walking?
I'm just going to my room to rest.
Okay. All right. So as you head back into the retreat to look for Will, a squire, in fact it's Leaf, finds you.
Hey, Leaf.
Dan, there you are. I did eventually find Will, but he said your note was not timely or something. I don't know. So he didn't have a message back.
Yeah, somehow my friend Rosie already rung the horses back this morning, and I didn't know of it.
Oh, it's no problem. I'm glad to serve. Actually, I have a message for you now.
$103.
Oh, thank you. She smiles, a really big smile. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it. Anyway, so Rosie sent me to find you because the princess wants a word with you and Selena and Rosie's already there, like, immediately.
Okay.
If
you don't find Selena, she's probably in her room.
I will go look.
Alright, I'll head up to the princess.
Yes?
Selena? It's me, Leaf. I have a message for you.
Okay, 1 second. Sorry. Grab my stuff and then I come out.
Okay. She says, the princess would like to see you in her sitting chamber immediately. And it's already been 5 or 10 minutes because I found Dan and I checked all around to find both of you. So you might want to run.
Not fun news, but okay.
I'll go up there.
Yeah, so I go too. I run.
Okay. Roll a d6. Dan gets +1, and whoever gets a higher number is there first.
5.
So still Selena. All right. So you arrive, and the door to the sitting chamber of the princess is open. And inside, sitting in the high-backed chair, you see Rosie. And she's sitting back in the chair, which means her feet don't touch the floor. The fireplace is burning. The room is warm. Maybe a little bit more than comfortably warm. Like it's probably 80 degrees. And then the door that leads from the sitting chamber back to the princess's private chambers is also open. And you see a bit of movement of a light blue dress move across the door back there in that room, which is also lit. But only Rosie is in the front room. And she smiles when she sees you.
Rosie, do you know of what any of this is about?
I think so.
Possibly Ralph?
No, I think the princess has a job for us.
Okay.
Okay. Not something unusual? Okay.
You know if Dan's back?
He should be. The guy who gave me the message said he'd be here soon.
Oh. Sorry to hear about Ralph.
Thank you. It was harder to see than it is to hear about.
I bet. Okay, at that point in time, you arrive in the doorway. You see that Selena apparently hadn't been here long. She just walked up onto the carpet. There's a low coffee table. There's the high back chair. There's a divot along the wall.
As I walk in, I'll take off my helmet.
Okay. So you see Dan step into the doorway. Both of you hear him and then see him step in the doorway. Rosie stays seated in the chair. In fact, she pulls her legs up under her, so she's kind of sitting on her feet. Hey, Dan.
Hey, Rosie.
I'm just waiting here. I was told to come, immediately, and then I got here, and no one was here.
Yeah, maybe she was... I was told that, too. Maybe she was going to
You hear the kind of the flurry of a gown. Hold on, real quick.
I got a bunch of money.
Thank you, buddy.
Oop, that is all right.
Magic potion?
No, that wasn't right.
Are you preparing for us to hear a roar of a dragon like that? Wait, is it going to be about the baby dragon?
Baby dragon.
Baby dragon.
My
I don't know.
program died. Okay, so anyway, fanfare. Maybe I'll edit it later. Maybe I won't. The princess walks into the room, and she says, "Sorry for keeping you waiting." And she strolls up to stand next to the high back chair. Rosie shifts around and looks up at her, but doesn't get up.
It wasn't long at all. Close.
Yeah, I just got here.
She smiles. Sorry to hear about Ralph. I have a special task for you. I know you had plans, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to disrupt them.
Okay.
I've already spoken with Sir Edgar, and as much as I know you need to get training, we're going to have to make some adjustments. And I would like to form a special task force that would be composed of the three of you and just a couple of others that I have in mind. I'm not really asking. It's a pretty big deal.
Okay.
If there's anything that you think would hold you back from being in my service from sunup to sundown going forward, I should like to know about it now.
Well, we do have another person that we follow, but that we cannot mention his name. But we could talk to him about it, see if it is okay with his friends.
So, being in the royal service, you are not really to have split allegiances. So, you will need to talk to him about it, and if he says that your assisting me is in some way in contradiction to his service, then you will need to dismiss him and answer to me. I am the princess, after all.
Yes, ma'am.
What we are now about to speak about does not leave this room.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She turns and looks at the door, and in the door you see a flash of a red dress that is probably one of her ladies-in-waiting. You've seen her around before. And then she enters, and when she enters, she is carrying a small child. He's probably can't be more than a year old. But, you know, he's obviously holding himself up well. He holds his neck up like that. He seems to be a pretty jovial toddler, if you will. And he doesn't have shoes on. You see his fat little pudgy feet, and he has some kind of an undergarment on, it's probably in case he goes to the bathroom or whatever. And she's carrying him on one arm, and she comes and walks around past the princess and stands next to him, and she says, "The select group of individuals that I'm putting together will be tasked with care and protection of young Clyde." And she motions to the child.
Oh, okay.
And she says, "Clyde has some mystery to his origins, and also we believe he may have some enemies, which is why I have chosen the three of you, because I know already you have proven yourselves to some extent in adventuring, but I cannot choose knights or people of higher social standing because I don't want his secret to get out." Do you feel that you can serve in this capacity to care for as necessary, and I will assign additional members to your team to make sure that
Where exactly will we be caring for Clyde?
wherever I am, whether I am here at the retreat or in the palace, that you will be in part and ultimately probably completely released from your page duties as long as you are caring for Clyde.
All right.
Okay.
Initially, you will probably maintain some, so one day segment you will probably go and train with the knights, probably in the early morning. Clyde sleeps about 12 to 14 hours a day, so that shouldn't be a problem for you to get early morning training in. You could do the same in the falconry. That should waylay suspicions that something particularly grand is afoot, and they will probably just think that you are being tapped for some duty without knowing necessarily that Clyde is here or that you are protecting him, training him, whatever. It is possible that you will at some point have to risk your life to keep him safe. We don't know who might be after him.
Well, we risked our life to keep an egg safe. So,
I will take that as your expressed willingness to protect baby Clyde, and yours as well.
Mm-hmm.
And she looks at Rosie and she says, and yours as well? And Rosie says, sure.
We'll have to talk to him, our other master, about this and let him know about this.
And as I have said, if in some way complex, I assume you will simply release yourself from his service. Although I am curious to hear more about how this connection was made while you were in the service, since I know that you went into the Palace Paiges service immediately upon arrival in the capital. Somewhere along the lines, you must have picked up an additional allegiance. We'll talk about that another time.
It's not any allegiance who goes against you, or he has sent us on some things to save things for you or help you.
Ah, good, an ally. Well, I should like to know about that when the time comes. For now, I will fill you in on baby Clyde's mysterious origins.
Okay.
Again, it will not escape this room.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
For life or death. It's a life or death matter. So just recently, and we'll stop there.
Fine.
Next time, baby Clyde's mysterious origins.
Now we're babysitters.
Not.
Stay tuned for more Lomunian adventures.